Hello guys, welcome back. This is your buddy Tofu, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Ratchet and Clank Full Frontal Assault. The last time we left off, I had to stop real quick just because I was dropping frame rate, and I went back and checked the video. It really wasn't that bad, so I was just, anytime I see frame rate drop, I'm kind of sad. But I guess I need to realize that I capture like really fast, so it's like the frame rate was like dropping like 1, 2, and just stuff like that, like a second. But I've noticed that it really doesn't affect the video quality until it's dropping about the same time, about the same rate I capture. So I was still capturing at probably I don't want to say 30. Well, I have it on 29, the point whatever frame per second, so it was only dropping like 1, then it go like 2 and stuff like that. So me, I just get scared. I get scared, but you can't be scared sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta trust your computer that's going to do stuff, even though it's been all kinds of messed up and everybody's been in your computer like some kind of weird computer whore on the street selling its disk drive for cheap. What you doing that, computer? Stop. You got family to take care of. Come back. Anyway, so how you guys doing? I really like the quality of the videos that I've been capturing with this software, even though I'm going to probably be changing soon. I always change capture cards. Actually, I think it's more of a hobby than anything. Even if I found a good capture card, I would still go out and buy different ones just because it's so much fun to see other people's software and how's it add up. Because they all do the same thing, capture. It's just one does it better just because certain companies have more money to put towards their systems. But at the same time, that easy cap thing, I can make that work. It's just, it's something I really don't want to do. It's harder to do that. So it's, like all you have to do is split the audio and record the audio from the computer and then record the video from the easy cap. But then you're like, oh, how do you record your voice? Well, that's easy. You get a USB mic and plug it up into your computer, and then you capture the, oh, look at that, I'm so stupid. You capture the video, you're talking basically from the USB drive. I have done that before. Actually, the most interesting way I captured was I got a DVR, and I really want to go back to doing this because the DVR thing kind of worked, and I'm pretty sure, you know what? I'm going to look that up. Actually, I go over here because there's a lot of DVRs for cheap nowadays. But I had a DVR that I recorded on a disc and then put that disc in my computer and then screen captured the files, which back then I didn't understand anything because it would have been so much easier just to take the files and probably convert them and render them on Sony Vegas. I mean, why? When I think about that, that is so dumb. Why did I screen capture it? Because once you screen capture it, you lose so much quality because it was actually like standard definition quality, but when I screen capture it was like booty meat quality, and it was like crap, and I was like so I put my voice. That was actually when I first Gundam. Actually, to be honest, even though that stuff is it wasn't good quality, my Dynasty Wars Gundams are actually doing pretty well. I got like over 1,000 views on it, so I'm gonna have to go back and like give some thanks to the people who actually watched it. And if you guys like games like that, I can bring you more Dynasty Warriors, because I saw like it was like Dynasty Warriors 7 where you can create your own characters. Man, I was kicking so much butt in that game. I was like, man, this game is so hard and different levels, because I really like the fact that you can create your own characters in different games, because it adds more of a personal touch to it. It adds more of a, you are the one creating the character, not, I mean, no offense, Ratchet and Clank is a good character, but what if it was like Bobo and Sagat, and it was just some weird alien dude and some guy who had like a speech impediment. Not to say speech impediments are funny, but I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah, you probably wouldn't enjoy it as much as Ratchet and Clank just because it wasn't fitting for the game. So I feel like it's a hit and miss sometimes. You can't always find characters that are going to be likable. And at the same time, that's why I kind of don't like how video games do today, because they try to make their characters more iconic, someone you can look up to. Like, no offense, I don't look up to Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank ain't nobody to me. It's just a fun game, yeah, but at the same time, if it was just a random black guy with a wrench, I'll be fine with that. Or some random white guy with a wrench, I'll be fine with that too. But instead they have a Lombax and a cool little robot. See, it's just stuff like that I start to notice. I'm like, you know what, I'm not trying to look up to no characters, because that's idols, and I'm not trying to have that. And at the same time, I kind of question myself, because I'm trying to make a game where each person can make their own avatar, and when you say avatar, it just automatically think idol. So I'm thinking, oh my goodness, what should I do? But people always told me, like, you gotta do what you gotta do. If people are going to make the wrong decisions because of something you did, it's not your fault. But at the same time, I'm thinking, well, I introduced the idea, and stuff like that. So here's what I wanted to show you guys how the turret works and how the time bomb works. It slows them down, basically. It's a very good thing to do in the front, and have a couple turrets on the sides. You'll actually see me go ham a couple of times when I get a lot of money. I feel like this kind of a hard game to let's play live, just because I'm focusing so hard. So you guys are going to get a lot of talking on these first two parts, and the third part will definitely be less talking, just because I gotta focus. Boo-doo. I got checkpoints. That's what's up. That's like ham and gravy right there. So how you guys is Easter Sunday? I'm probably going to record this on Easter Sunday. I'm recording this on Easter Sunday. Dude, I woke up Easter Sunday, and what's the word? After church and everything, I went to sleep, right? And I woke up, and I looked, it was like all dark and rainy, and I looked up and I was like, oh man, I slept all that time. I thought it was the next day. So I woke up and got my little devotional thing and start reading it, and I was like, okay, time to start my day. Then I look around and I'm like, it's the same day. I was like, what the heck? I started cracking up. I was like, oh my goodness. So I've only been up for about 2 hours, so that's why I sound kind of cheery. If anything, I sound cheery. I don't know. I was always taught that, far as showing emotion, it wasn't a very necessary thing. I won't say I always taught. I taught myself, no offense. So this is about as cheery as I get, but at the same time, I'm only cheery because of the fact that I'm talking. If I'm not talking, I'm just pretty calm, and people don't understand that. I'm like, what's wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just calm. I do talk to myself periodically every day, and almost every second of the day. But that was more of a thing for me. Like I said, I learned how to calm myself using just, I guess, meditation and talking to myself. So I kind of noticed that most people think there is, how would you say, there's something, I don't want to say something wrong with me, but they can feel, I guess, my difference, just because they're like, this guy's not talking. What's up with him? I said, don't worry about it. And I am talking. I'm just not talking to you. I'm talking to myself. But anyway, so actually, bringing up more Easter Sunday. How was your guys' Easter Sunday? It was pretty cool. I was in a play, and hopefully I get to post that play on YouTube. I'll ask my mom after I do this so she can email me that video, and so I can render it and edit it and post it on YouTube, and then send it to my father, because he said, You should have told me earlier. I would have come down from Michigan to see you. I'm like, you don't have to come down from Michigan to see me. Like I said, I wasn't going to tell anybody about this play just because I didn't think it was that important. I was like, oh yeah, it is important. Well, I know it's important to you guys, but at the same time, it wasn't really that important to me. I was just doing a favor for a fellow member of the church, you know, because she really likes to put these plays on, and she's always like, oh, Peter, I got a lovely part for you. I'm like, I bet you do. And then I get all nervous because I've always been a shy person, and at the same time I really want to do the best I can far as anything I do. And she's like, oh well, you're going to be Jesus. I'm like, ah, son of a God, isn't that the main part? I was like, why are you going to do this to me? I'm like, you would give me the main part, because last time she kind of did give me the main part. I was David, and I was like, but that's all right. It was kind of funny because it was the week we studied about David, and I was like, David is a cool cat. I love me some David. So he was pretty cool. So it's like, okay, I have no problem. But the same part, I mean, like, it's one of those times where, no offense, when you do acting, everybody tells you, you basically have to get into the role, and to have a role, far as Jesus, everybody's like, oh, you think you're Jesus? Like, no, I don't think I'm Jesus. But at the same time, you want me to have, I don't want to curse, but it's like you want me to not give my all. You want me not to develop, if you go to an acting career, because like I said, I went to a private school, we had a drama class, so I learned a little bit of it. They want you to diverse yourself into the role. If that is the standards of that, I guess the practice and standards of that particular I guess I don't want to say role, but at the same time, I don't, I guess job, because like I said, as a technician, we learn what not to do and what to do. So I have to follow those rules far as guidance. So an actor is just like any other job out there. So I have to follow the rules that they want me to follow. So I only kind of knew. So it's like, I really didn't want to get too into it, but I ended up praying about it, and I did it anyway. So everybody's like, oh yeah, you were great, and it's like, no, I just played the part. Really, I had no hand in creating it. I didn't set up the props. I helped put up the props. Now, yeah, you can thank me on that, but as far as anything, I just did what anybody else would do, And my Uncle Tony was actually in the play too, and he did real good. I really liked that. He helped me out, actually. If it really wasn't for the part, if it really wasn't for the fact that he was right behind me doing his part too, it kind of helped me do my part and stuff like that, because everybody was nervous at that time. Everybody was like, oh my goodness. Oh, even my cousin DJ, he was dancing. Oh my goodness, his dance is spectacular. It's like he's always took after Michael Jackson, so I hope that's what he becomes. But I'm going to end the part off right here. So thank you for guys watching. Thank you guys for watching. It's been your buddy Tofu. I'm signing.